Chapter 3. May. I pull up in the parking lot of the adoption agency and hesitate before getting out of the car. I am nervous. I never thought I would have to do this at some point in my life. When I gave up my child, I was unstable, I was a mess and not capable of being anyone's mother. I know there is no excuse for leaving a child, but I did what I could at the moment and now I have regrets. I want my child back. I still don't know who the child's father is between Mark and Lewis. Neither of them came forth even when they heard I was pregnant. After taking a deep breath, I step out of my car and walk towards the entrance. "Good morning," I greet the receptionist. She looks up and smiles at me. "Good morning, welcome to Family Finder, how may we help you?" "My name is May Riddle. I have an appointment with Ms. Lucy." "Go straight, turn right at the first hallway and you will find her office behind the second door on the right." "Thank you." I follow her directions and soon find myself in front of a door with her name written in bold. Taking a deep breath, I knock and wait. "Come in," she responds. I push the door and walk in to find her sitting behind her desk, a cup of coffee in her hands. "Good morning," I say. "Hey, good morning, kindly take a seat." "Thank you." "May Myrtle," I say, introducing myself. "Good to meet you, Miss May. I was just looking into your file." "Okay." Lucy wasn't part of the agency 3 years ago when I gave away my daughter. There was someone else who is late now. "So how can we help you?" "I gave up my child for adoption 3 years back and I want him back. I don't have any information about his adoptive parents. I wanted to find out if I have any right to get her back or be a part of her life." She looks through my file and there is silence for a while. "I don't know if the person that was dealing with your adoption process explained to you, but you surrendered your parental rights the minute you gave up your child. Adoption is a permanent process. The child is no longer yours. She belongs to the people that adopted her and any interference would be wrong." My heart races, so there is no way I can be helped. "Are you able to give me the details of his foster parents?" "I am sorry, but we can't give you that information. It was a closed adoption and the records of the child's foster parents is kept sealed. At this point, I would suggest you forget about that child. I know this might sound harsh, but you should accept that you have the same right to in the child's life as any other random person, which is none." Tears flood my eyes, but I blink them back. "Thank you." I rise to my feet and walk out without even waiting for a response. When I finally make it to my car, the tears fall hard. I cry for a few minutes before pulling myself together and heading towards the orphanage. I didn't expect things to turn out this way at the adoption agency. I know I lost my rights to the child when I gave her away, but I thought they would help me get her back. I feel so bad. I am a terrible mother. I am no different from my birth mother. I left a child behind just like she did to me. I am stuck in traffic for almost 2 hours before I finally get to the orphanage. I step out of the car and stare at the place that was home to me for the first 13 years of my life. Walking towards the entrance, I take a deep breath to stop myself from wavering as the memories of Uncle Raphael suddenly flood my mind. I can hear his voice inside my head. I can feel his hands on me. "You are such a beautiful girl," the words echo in my mind. My stomach lurches. I feel the bile rising. I try to swallow it down, but it's stronger than me and I expel the contents of my stomach into the grass. "Are you okay?" a woman asks, rushing towards me. "Yes." I don't know what just happened. My stomach suddenly started twisting. "It's the nerves," she says. "Come on in, I will get you some water. I will assign someone to clean the mess." "Thank you." The woman, who I have come to know as Mama Lungu, leads me to her office and gives me some water, which I drink in one gulp. She introduces herself as a matron. I tell her my names and my reason for visiting. She leads me to the manager's office. "Good morning," the manager asks. "Good morning, I am May Riddle," I say. "Everesto Chishimba," he says. "I used to be here. I left when I was 13. "Oh, that's wonderful. Most of the people who were in charge back then are no longer here." "I have noticed. Anyway, I am here to seek for my birth certificate and bracelet. I was told it's what my birth mother left me with. I want to find her. Your face looks familiar, she says. Are you the same May that went viral a few years back? Her worship Marital's adoptive daughter? She asks. Yes. How is your mother? She has been of the limelight since that time. I force a smile, she is a fine. And you? I am okay too. I hope you cut off that incest relationship with your brother. Her statement is met with silence. I run into people that still ask me about what I did years back. No one ever dares to ask my side of the story. I am always the bad sheep, the one who ruined a perfect family. So can you help me with the birth certificate? Give me a minute. She picks her phone and makes a call to someone directing them to check for my details in their database. After that we silently wait for a couple of minutes until there is a knock at the door. Come in, he calls out. An elderly woman walks in. She has a small blue box in her hand which she places on the table. We have the bracelet but the birth certificate is unavailable. What do you mean it is unavailable? I hacks. It was retrieved a few years back. By who? That information can't be given to you. I notice the two exchange knowing glances before they ask me to wait outside. I pace the hallway back and forth wondering what this is all about. They finally call me after about 10 minutes and the woman from the registry walks out, leaving me with the manager. I have just been here as manager for 6 years and I didn't know about your issue but I have just been updated. Your birth mother apparently retrieved your birth certificate and all information about you was erased from your database. What? How? Do you have any information about her? We can't give you that information. I think you shouldn't look for her. She will find you if she wants to. Does she at least know who I am? No, she didn't. She wasn't interested in knowing who adopted you. She just wanted the birth certificate retrieved and your records erased. I am sorry we cannot help you further, he says, handing me the box with the bracelet. I don't understand. You don't have to. There is really nothing I can do to get any help. Unfortunately, number. Okay, I rise to my feet and head towards the door but before walk out, I turn and stare at him. Is Mr. Rafael Camwendo still a part of this place? Number. Do you by any chance have his contact details? I would love to talk to him about something personal. He pulls his drawer and removes a card, handing it to me. He runs his own orphanage now. Yes, he supports our work here a lot. Okay, thank you, I walk out. Elab. Your August girl.